Electric cars are great, ne? Up until the battery runs low, and then the panic starts. Where's the nearest charger? Will it even work? How long am I going to wait? Yeah, isn't it fun unless? But, what if I told you you could drive an electric car without worrying about charging? And with that being said, hello everyone and welcome back to our Car Reviews. And today we're reviewing something completely different. This is the Leapmotor C10 REEV Design or REEV. The REEV stands for Range Extended Electric Vehicle, and this simply means instead of a normal hybrid or a fully electric vehicle, Leapmotor has chosen a very different approach, which simply means bye-bye, like goodbye to range anxiety, because it drives like an electric vehicle but carries a petrol engine that charges the battery when needed. Well, the engine doesn't drive the wheels directly, but it acts as a generator to charge the batteries, the very same batteries that power the electric motor that drives the wheels. So you understand this. And it sounds like a perfect solution, eh? But is it a perfect solution? And is it a smart buy now? Let's find out. And before we begin, would you buy a range extended electric vehicle over a hybrid or a diesel SUV? Let me know in the comment section. So here's the problem. Many South Africans like the idea of an electric car, but number one, charging stations are very limited, and number two, not everyone can install a home charger. Number three, long road trips still make some buyers very nervous. That's exactly where the C10 comes in. The REEV ingena la. I say this because this car is designed to give you the smooth driving experience of an electric vehicle without you worrying about finding a charger each and every kilometer. And I must say, that's a very interesting idea. But ukumbule, ideas do not always work in the real world. Now, let's talk about money. In you, Izaga. And well, the Leapmotor C10 REV Design, which is the top spec, costs around 814,900. And the entry level, which is the style, starts at around 774,900. And well, I must say, at that price point, it's going against the likes of the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, the Haval H6 GT, the Omora C9, and some even more premium SUVs. So it needs to be good, very good. Exterior wise, the C10 has a clean design, no fake vents, no unnecessary drama, just smooth body lines, slim LED headlights, and a full width rear light bar that makes the car look more modern. And also not forgetting the flash door handles that improve aerodynamic. And of course, not forgetting the 20-inch alloy wheels that give the car a lot of road presence. And personally, I like it. It's elegant without trying too hard. But it doesn't have the bold personality of something like the Jetta T2. And some buyers might find it a little too understated. Inside, the C10 feels like a premium lounge. You get a 14.6-inch infotainment screen, a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster, a panoramic sunroof, wireless phone charging, heated and ventilated front seats, a 12-speaker premium sound system that sounds great, dual zone climate system, a 360-degree camera, adaptive cruise control, lane centering, blind spot monitoring. The cabin also feels spacious. Rear passengers have plenty of legroom. And boot space, a useful 435 liters of boot space. But I must point this out. There are no physical climate control buttons. Everything happens through the touchscreen. And angali, that looks modern, but it's not always practical while driving. Iyadisturba. But then asikho lapho, asidluleni. And now for the interesting part, the clever part. Well, the wheels are powered by a rear-mounted electric motor that produces 158 kilowatts of power and 320 newton meters of torque. And as I've said to many, the 1.5-liter engine doesn't drive the wheels, but it acts as a generator to recharge the battery when needed. So you get an electric-only range of up to 145 kilometers and a combined driving range of around 970 kilometers. So full charge plus full tank, 970 kilometers. And I must say, that's enough to drive from Joburg to Durban without constantly worrying about charging. And that's the biggest selling point of this vehicle. This was my driving experience. Behind the wheel, it feels like an electric car. The acceleration is smooth, the cabin is quiet, there's no gear shifting, which means instant torque. And the suspension is tuned for comfort, so it glides over rough roads. But it's a heavy SUV. You feel that way through corners, and while it's comfortable, it's not particularly sporty. And another thing, the rear-gen braking takes some getting used to, and once you adapt, it's actually quite satisfying. So here's what impressed me with the C10. The quiet driving experience, the clever REV technology or REV technology, the excellent interior quality, the long driving range, the comfortable ride, and outstanding standard equipment. All of this makes the car feel like a very complete package. And now to the negatives, what I did not like. Too many touchscreen controls, the steering lacks feedback, it's heavier than it feels, and the brand is still fairly new like South Africa, which means the resale value remains a big unknown. But then, those are not the reasons why you should avoid it, but they are things every buyer should consider. And now for the verdict. What do I think of the Leapmotor C10? Do I recommend the Leapmotor C10? And to answer that, yes, but with only one condition. You need to understand what you are buying. This is not a petrol SUV. This is not a traditional hybrid or a full electric vehicle. It's something in between. And if your daily commute is short, you'll enjoy electric driving most of the time. But when it's time for a road trip, the petrol engine takes away the stress of finding chargers. That's what makes this vehicle very special. Not the screens, not the technology, but the way it solves a problem we as South Africans and the rest of the world are facing. And now, I want to hear your opinion. Is the Leapmotor C10 REV the future, or just a stepping stone before South Africa fully embraces electric cars? And would you spend 814,900 on this, or would you rather go for maybe a Toyota RAV4 hybrid or a Haval H6 GT, or maybe even an electric BMW X1? Let's have a proper discussion below. And if this review helped you understand what a range extended electric vehicle actually is, hit the like button and subscribe to our Network, because every episode we're breaking down the latest cars without the marketing fluff. I'm Kosnatim Caesar, and this has been our Car Reviews. Until next time, drive safe. I'll see you in the next review.